breaking inputs coming in. That's what we are given to understand. And this is what we are picking up on camera. Enemy post annihilated, Pakistan post gone within seconds, and this was caught on camera how our army destroyed Pakistani post. It was blown to smithereens. I believe we also have the video and it is playing on your screens at the moment. And Commander Jaitley, perhaps you can take us through these particular visuals and help us understand, what we are looking at the moment.
See, it's a pinpoint precision attack by the Indian forces. Now that is the beauty of our training, which I said earlier also. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. And that's the beauty of the Indian Armed Forces, that's the Army, Air Force and the Navy. Our training is so tough that we train our people, soldiers as well as officers, beautifully. And you can see there, so nicely precision attack is being done by Indian Armed Forces.
And absolutely, and that's the reason why I said, Marshal Kapoor, that yes, I know that things have been planned in advance, the blueprint must have been presented, there are these high-level meetings taking place, debates happening in the studios, the newsrooms, but ultimately it's the alertness of the soldiers on ground, those precision strikes that are helping you stay ahead and, have absolute dominance.
See, I'll again go through two aspects of the whole thing. One is, we have been watching on TV, you have been carrying this news that there are meetings chaired by the Home Minister, the meetings chaired by the Defense Minister. What does it do? It sends a very clear-cut signal to Pakistan that yes, India has a control over the entire situation. It also sends a signal to the Pakistani people who are at wit's end to not see their own leaders in public or on television. That is one part. So that signal is what we call as kind of a psychological warfare. The second part is what you spoke and what you're showing on the TV in terms of the strikes.
Right.
This is the indication or a measure of our capability that all three services have built over the last decade or so.
Absolutely.
The main point that we want to message to Pakistan here is that in the escalatory ladder, if you go one notch, we can go 5 notches in no time.
Absolutely.
And this is the technology. It is the technology and the intensity with which we can take on.
And it's on display. It's on display at the moment. That's what we're looking at the moment. We have Priyank joining us in the broadcast as well. This is a Pak post, Priyank, we're given to understand, in POJK, in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, that has been blown to smithereens.
Yes, I think, Swati, if you can club together these two videos, one from the border security force where they have neutralized the 7 terrorists who were attempting to enter the Indian side. And this particular video which shows that how the Indian Army has suddenly destroyed one of the snipers posts which was used by the Pakistan-occupied, Pakistan Army, which can clearly give a very clear perspective to our viewers that what is being done on the ground. They have been series of attempts by the Pakistanis to attack on the Indian civilians. We know that one of the Indian civilians, she was going towards Baramulla from Uri sector, and while she reached Mora along with her family members, there were sniper shots which was used on the family members, and these are the bunkers which have been used by the Pakistanis to attack on Indian civilians. The civilian area being the target from the Pakistanis to create a panic is certainly something which was being looked into since last 48 to 50 hours. That's why the forces here in India have destroyed this particular camp where they have certainly destroyed all those structures which was being used by the terror camps, by the terror lodge, I would say, and also those infiltrators have also been shot dead by BSF. So two important CCTV footages which is clearly giving the picture that what is happening on the ground, how the Pakistan-backed people have been controlled. There you see, Swati,
right.
Look at the screen. On both the sides you can see, on one side, the Indian Armed Forces in the army have destroyed the sniper's bunker in the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. On the other side, in Samba sector, the BSF has neutralized 7 terrorists. So both the CCTV footage are very, very important to see, show that what is the next stand of India.
Absolutely. And Colonel Ramachandran, this situation, whether you call it a battle or war-like situation, is being fought at multiple levels. We've been able to also digitally strike at Pakistan because there's a propaganda war happening in the online world as well. Their legislators in National Assembly reduced to tears, begging for mercy, and Pakistan literally begging to the world for money as well. So financially being drained and morale, of course, low.
So Pakistan is in a debt trap. That begging bowl, I think, now is permanently in their hands, and it will only continue. And you're right, at multiple levels. You know, what we are seeing on the screens are only the tangible issues. There are a lot of intangibles which are not seen. Cyber security, for example, C4ISR, electronic warfare. All these are capabilities. We have tremendous capabilities, and all these are actually complementing the war effort. So at every level. But I'm reminded of that dialogue from Sholay, where he says, "जब गांव में बच्चा रोता है तो माँ कहती है चुप कर, वरना गब्बर आ जाएगा." Today in Pakistan, that mother must be telling her child, "चुप कर, वरना हिंदुस्तानी आ जाएंगे."